this is Mborihopa Court, of course, one and only Nyar Honyango. I had promised you that new content's loading, and of course we're bringing in more educative, more interesting, more challenging, more mind-boggling. You know what? More interesting content just for you. You know, most of the time we've had different complaints from one person to the other, and all these, you know, go round the house helps that we have in our houses or you have in your house. You know, I want you to ask yourself, before you blame on your house girl to be doing and call for things to your children when you leave for work, how best do you treat? How best do you treat your house girl? How best? Because you see, many a times we forget that these house girls are equally human beings who need good treatment, who need respect. You know, they also deserve respect the same way you do. You find that you have your house girl in the house and it's so pathetic where your house girl spends a night. Why would you even do that? Why? This is someone's daughter. And remember, you are not paying her for doing nothing. You are not just wasting your cash on this lady. It's a two-way traffic. The relationship between the two of you is her doing whatever brought her into your house and you fulfilling the monthly pay part of it. But again, why would you view, you know, I have seen most of these house girls, you meet them out there and you just tell from the point go that this is a house help. Honestly, do you find joy when someone sees, a normal human being in rags in your house in the name of a house girl? Why do you forget so fast that you are human the same way she is? And if you didn't know, these house girls only end up paying you on your own coin. I don't know, because they can't deal with you directly. They divert that anger to your kids. So you're there, we know that you are the madam boss of the house. You know, making this house girl put on rugs around the house doesn't, you know, it won't even make your man to stop falling for her if he is meant to fall for her. I know we have the mentality that, you know, a house girl must not put on smartly in my house. She must not put on, you know, some short attires in my house. She'll attract my husband. Bullshit. Even in those rags, they still attract. As long as you don't know what you should be doing as a woman, your husband's attention will automatically divert to your house girl. You get to where your house girl is sleeping and it's so pathetic. Some ragged mattress in the name of a housemaid. So what if she's a housemaid? If you know you're not ready to treat this girl as any other person, any other important person in your house, kindly don't have these house girls in your houses. They deserve respect. They deserve equal understanding. They deserve equal treatment. You know, it is 4 o'clock in the morning. And the rule of the house is, because she is a house girl, she must not sleep. You know, it's a norm in the house. By 4 o'clock, you call them botch or something, botch. Look at the ugly picture. Look at the ugly name you brand these girls. Look at that. Why? At 4 o'clock, you are asleep, your husband is asleep, your kids are asleep, it's a weekend. You know, if it's weekdays, it's understandable because, you know, everyone, we go to prepare. But again, why at 4 o'clock, even if it's weekdays? Why at 4 o'clock? It's 4 o'clock and there. The taps are running. Yes, the taps are running. The utensils are, I mean, why? She is the last to retire to bed in that house. Let's calculate this time. You know, your house girl will wait until the whole house goes to bed. And then she ends up sleeping very late, around 12. 12, we're getting into another day already. She is still awake. What is she even doing? After that, very late in the night, in the wee hour of the night. Now, if she wakes up at 4 a.m., does everything, why must she sleep that late? Is she a donkey or something? Did you find yourself a slave or something? For this, I'm not gonna forgive us women. We have to talk. At some point in time, you know, it's just cool of you as the woman of the house to, you know, to just relieve her of the duties and just to do them. Because, you see, you're not doing this girl a favor. That is one thing I want you to understand. You are not doing this girl any favor. She is doing you favor. And then at the end of the day, you pay them peanuts. You know, 5,000, 7,000. Oh my God. What a shame. It is time to eat. You expect your house girl to, you know, to wait until the whole house, we call them the VIP men and women of the house. The VIP men and women of the house. To first eat. That is when your house girl can sit down and eat. You are headed to church. Everyone is smartly dressed. You know, everyone in their Sunday or Saturday best. And your house girl is in rags. I mean, some pathetic attires in the name of a house girl. Who told you that that is the only way to tame a house girl? Who lied to you? Then why don't you come up with some cool uniform for them so that whenever they are, okay, during the day when they are taking their duties in the house, they put them on. It's decent, you know, it's decent. Okay, it's time to take breakfast. Your house girl will do black tea. But in some houses, these house girls are treated like as though they're beggars. Even beggars, we don't treat them that way. today you are her boss, tomorrow she could be your boss or your child's boss. These stupid uncalled for things that house girls do back in the house when their bosses leave, actually it's triggered by the kind of treatment these house girls get from the so-called bosses. And I don't blame them a bit. I don't. That's why you'll find your kid right in the fridge. They're bitter. I know of some houses that a house girl will work from January to January, they're never paid. In the name of, after all, I've hosted you. Because she came all the way from the village to come and work for you as a house girl. It's time to pay her her dues. You simply refuse to pay her her dues in a manner so gothic that you wouldn't even accept you yourself. In the name of you are hosting her. What is the quantity of food this house girl is eating in this house? You don't expect her to use your toilet? Where should she go to? You don't expect her to use your washroom? You don't expect her to sit down and watch your TV? It is so common, like, yes, you're a house girl, you operate between the kitchen and your bedroom. The kitchen and your bedroom, and most of these house girls actually, they spend in the stores. I stand to be corrected. I stand to be corrected. Keep it locked here with me, Mbori Hope Akoth. Of course, Nyar Konyango. We want to look at reasons behind the gothic, the uncalled for, the uncouth traits portrayed by house helpers, characters. Doing some shitty things back in the house the moment you and your wife leave the house, or the moment you as the boss leaves the house for work. And at the same time you're leaving behind she's not supposed to use milk tea, she's not supposed to use anything from your fridge. Bullshit. What if you die? My friend, are you going to be buried with your fridge? Come on, come on, come on. It's time we changed. It's time we really changed. And just start viewing these house helps as any other normal person in the house. Just treat them equally. The same way you'd want your child, you'd want your husband, you'd want your own self be treated by any other person outside. Stop subjecting them to hostility. It's never gonna pay anything in return. When it comes to communication, because this is your house girl, you talk to them anyhow. You feel they don't deserve respect from you. After all, she is just my maid. She is just some village girl I brought into the city. I brought to the city, dragged into my house and gave her some room to spend in. You have your kachama as a woman. It's your chama day and it's your turn, the merry-go-round stuff. Your fellow women are in the house. And the way you call your house girl, you address her in front of your fellow chama women. In a way, oh God. You try to tell her, you are nothing. You rubbish her. Can't you just communicate in a better manner? Yes, she is human. My God, she is human. And if you feel that you are done, you are so much done, Instead of mistreating this girl kindly, just let her pack her stuff, pay her dues, and release her to go back to wherever she came from. And then you get back home, you find your kid had been beaten thoroughly. You know, she had not been given food. And you're there, yelling like though you've seen Jesus being nailed for the second time. You are the problem. Change your ways of treating and relating with your house girl, and all shall flow well. But if you want to prove a point that you were just nothing before I brought you to the city, you were just nothing before I dragged you into my house. You have nothing. You deserve being out in the street. If you're such a person, better keep off house girls. Just don't employ them. Because at the end of the day, they're not offering you services for free, and you are not paying them for free. It's work and salary. Your house girl will relate with your kids the same way you are relating with her. You hate her, she will hate on your kids, because you're the boss here and she can't hate on you. You quarrel her every time, every now and then. She will quarrel your kids when you are away. So until you get to know how to relate, how to relate well with your maid, with your house girl, to accord her that good treatment she also deserves. To view her just the same way you view your normal kids and husband in the house. Sign in for surprises, more and more surprises. You don't have to shout. You don't have to shout. You don't have to beat her. You don't have to mistreat her. If she does something bad, call her, sit her down. You are the boss here. Sit her down or sit him down, for those who have shamba boys and blah blah. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for subscribing. You know what? Until we meet next time, I was yours, one and only Mbori Hope Akau Nyar Konyalo. Bye.